Hello boys and girls, welcome to Arts and Crafts at the library and Happy New Year! Last night was New Year's Eve and you may have heard some fireworks going off. Well, oftentimes we do celebrate New Year's Eve with fireworks, and I'm going to show you how you can make some fireworks on a piece of paper. You might want to use black because that looks like the night sky, or maybe dark blue or even light blue. With light blue they'll probably show up even better, but I think either color paper, any color paper will work fine. What you'll need is a paper plate, and that's your palette for your paint, and then a plastic fork. So you just dip your fork in and then rock your fork back and forth like this. And you may have to dip your paint in again, or your fork into the paint rather. And I'm just going all different directions so that my fork tongs poke out and look like the exploding fireworks in the night sky. And I'm going to switch to another color. You can have a little bowl of water or rinse your fork off in the sink, or you can use a wet wipe and just get the old paint off and switch to a new color. Now I'm going to use yellow, and I'm going to go back and forth all different directions with my tongs of the fork, kind of in a circle. And now I'm going to do another color. And before the paint dries, I'm going to sprinkle some glitter so that it will stick to the wet paint. And this looks like exploding fireworks. And you can do the same color in a couple of different places, and you can even mix them. I'm going to put a little bit of orange right here in my yellow firework. And now I'm going to do a couple more colors. I haven't used the pink yet. And I might add a little bit of pink to my original blue firework. You can make some bigger than others. Sometimes you'll have a really big firework explosion and then some small ones all around it. So there we go. I think I'll do some white. And that would show up really well on the black paper too. Let me do a little bit on the black piece of paper, especially with the light colored paint. That should show up really well. Here's some yellow. And then we'll sprinkle the glitter next. All right. Now I've got silver and green, but if you have gold or whatever colors you have, just sprinkle a little bit on top of your paint. And then if you have an extra piece of paper that you can just empty your glittered paper onto, that will help you save your glitter. So now I'm going to just take my paper and empty it onto this piece of blue paper. There's my sparkly fireworks. And I'll do the same thing with this. Dump it right on there. Look how sparkly and pretty that turned out. Looks like the night sky last night, doesn't it? And then I can open my largest little space in the top of my glitter and pour this back in there, and that keeps from wasting. Right back into the jar to use for another craft. And there we go. So you can make your own night sky to celebrate the new year. We've got some books here about New Year's. Here's one of the calendar mysteries. This is by Ron Roy, New Year's Eve Thieves. Mrs. Wong's computer ends up disappearing, and the children think they know how to solve the mystery of who took the computer. Here's Eve Bunting, Frog and Friends celebrate Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's Eve. So you can find out what happens with all the animal friends and how they celebrate New Year's Eve together. It's a cold winter night. And here is something that we sometimes do in the new year. We think of a New Year's resolution and how we can make ourselves a little bit better. If you haven't been exercising, but you've been eating lots of Christmas cookies or holiday cookies, you can check out Move Your Body, My Exercise Tips by Gina Bellisario. And this gives you all kinds of pointers on how to start exercising in the new year and how to get your heart going and your lungs and improve your physical fitness. Here they're jumping rope and hula hooping and playing games. All kinds of things can exercise your body. And this one says, I Like to Exercise by Lisa Harrington. This one's another book that tells why it's important to exercise and different kinds of exercises that you can do. Riding your bike, playing games and walking your dog, all those things are good for your body. And here's Pete the Cat's Groovy Guide to Kindness. This one's written by Kimberly and James Dean. Sometimes we need to turn over a new leaf in other ways, maybe working on being kinder to our brother or sister, or even eating healthier foods. All kinds of things that we can do to turn over a new leaf in the new year. So come to the library, get some ideas on how you can start out your new year, and maybe even make a fireworks picture. Thanks for joining me today. Bye-bye.